are you ready to do a top 6 Transformers review? Yeah!
One. All right, it is time for a top 6 countdown. Which ones are we doing today, Orion?
Today we're doing the top 6 multi-changers, not triple changers, because, I mean, like, you gotta get more than just 3 modes.
I'm back. Hi.
Yeah, we finally got Drake out of off of Minecraft and back in the video.
Yeah.
So it's good to see
And
him.
who knows, maybe there will be a Minecraft crossover that he'll finally join us for.
Yeah, and if you saw that intro, it was my idea.
Yeah.
So, so today we, the boys really wanted to do the multi-changers, and we went and we dug them out, and we knocked over a bunch of stuff on our G1 shelves, and didn't even grab any G1 bots, but surprisingly, there's not a...
Isn't that 6-shot G1?
Yes.
So,
Yep.
Yeah.
So we do have one G1, but, we ended up, I thought that we would have picked more Transformers out than we did between the 3 of us. So there's not a ton up here, but I mean, it's a pretty good solid list, obviously. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and kick it off. We're going to let Drake go first.
Yay!
Okay, Drake, why don't you kick us off? Who is your number 6?
6-shot, which is kind of funny because 6-shot, get it? Because it has 6.
6
My
modes?
number 6.
Yeah, but you're not 6 anymore.
Yeah.
I'm 7.
Yeah, so we need a 7-shot now, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. So...
And we gotta get a number 7.
So, Drake, why did you pick 6-shot for number 6 other than because he has 6 in his name?
Like, not a whole lot of Transformers have, like, stickers. Like, a lot of them don't, and that's something I like.
That's an interesting reason.
And he is G1, and all the G1s just about had stickers.
Oh, he does a shiny part. And his stickers are shiny. I love shiny stuff. If I see a Transformer that has shiny stuff, he's my pick.
Yeah, chrome and the silver always looks good.
Yeah, you just don't want it to chip.
And this is my 6-shot that I had when I was probably, let's see, I think Orion's age.
Oh!
When this one came out.
I was born in the 1970s.
So.
And
I grew up in the 1980s.
I absolutely love this.
Awesome.
You can tell this because he doesn't have the double barrel, and you can see that because our top 6 Titans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see that I love this guy because he just has one nice barrel instead of 2. You can tell that because of, the Titan.
So for my number 6, I picked 8-Face, and he could go either the G1 mode or the newer one, the Siege. I like them both, but he makes a really cool gorilla mode, and his plane is pretty sharp. I do like the colors set off a lot more with the pink and the white and the purple. A lot of people really like Snapdragon, but Snapdragon doesn't do anything. I think his Dragon mode is I don't know, I just don't like the head, and I think the jet's very bland. But this one makes a cool jet, he makes a cool gorilla, and he makes a cool robot. And I do think I like the Siege a little bit better than the G1. I do think he does look a little bit sharper, and he's not so top heavy. Where the G1 had all of his back on here, and he had all the gorilla and the back end of the jet pull up here, and he would just drop. So you got to have him leaning up on somebody. So yeah, so for me, my number 6 is the Siege 8-Face. All right, Orion, who is your number 6?
So my number 6 is Astro Train, and I actually thought this one should be the 86 mold because it seems like it would be a pretty good one. I don't know. I haven't seen the train or spaceship mode, but I was just assuming this might be a good 86 one. So he does look pretty good, and overall he's just good. And isn't there one with this exact same mold? It's the spaceship, right?
Yeah, it's Galaxy Shuttle.
Yeah, Galaxy Shuttle.
Yeah. So yeah, it's the repaint of this from the Victory line that came out as a Walmart exclusive and was hard to find.
And there's another Astro Train similar to this mold that actually had a Sentinel Prime. That was weird.
Oh, that was the Headmaster version of Astro. There's been a lot of Astro Trains out there.
Yeah.
So
I would pick G1 though.
yeah, I agree. I like G1 a lot too. I think G1 makes a really nice locomotive.
This is 86 or G1.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Good call.
Yeah, G1 is the best.
Now we're on to number 5.
Hey, it looks like you forgot this. Put that back on.
Okay, now I'm good.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Who's your number 5, Drake?
It is Blitzwing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can't see this
You're
guy.
not Monkey Drake, you're
Drake.
Or just Monkey.
Okay. I love when you can have every accessory on. This is one of the guys because he has his gun on the back, sword, gun. Almost non-transformer comes with a sword. Like most of them come with guns.
Mm-hmm. The swords are cool. And the original Blitzwing, he was one of the very first that had a sword.
Yeah.
What else did you like about him, Drake?
Like again. You see that that's one barrel.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see this. He's like a tank with wings. You see that he has wings? There's the tank.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. He has I see why he's probably has that many modes. I don't know what it's called. What is it called?
Triple Changer.
Triple Changer.
And I also thought this one should be an 86 mold.
Oh, and it has shiny.
You mean G1 or?
Shiny.
86 movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shiny! Yay! And if you don't want him holding any of the weapons, you could just attach them to his back. I like
ultimate
that.
storage.
Ultimate storage. Yeah. He has so much place to put stuff.
Yeah.
And I like that. You could have them with a sword but no gun, a gun with no sword, 2 guns. There's a lot of customization.
Okay.
All
right, good pick, Drake. So my number 5 is Springer, and this is the Studio Series 86 Springer. And he was kind of a hard one to pick. His other version, the Thrill and 30, was pretty good. The Siege version was really close to this. This one just improved on it just a little bit. And he does come with a lot of accessories, almost too many accessories. But he looks good. All the colors are right. He's nice and articulated. And all of his modes are pretty good. They did a great job with them. So, yeah, my number 5 is the Studio Series 86 Springer.
Wait.
And it is also the only Autobot.
Yes, Trey.
Almost no Transformer comes with a hammer. I like different good.
Yes.
Same bad.
And this Springer does come with a hammer from, I think that was with Fall of the Wreckers, or for the Wreckers team.
I like and the colors are super cool. It's not just a boring, old gray black.
Yeah. All right. So, Orion, it's time for your number 5.
So, this is my number 5, Ape Face. So, like I said, he had the double...
Don't put it back in there.
to go in there. I'm not putting it back in there.
Yeah, that one got stuck. It took us a while to get it out. It was in there real tight.
Not too long.
Yeah.
And then it went flying and I grabbed it. So, yeah, I think he is just pretty cool. Really, just overall, I think he looks cool.
Oh, and his headmaster is Spasma.
Oh,
Spasma. Sounds like plasma.
So
Plasma.
there's Spasma. And he can pilot him or he can turn into the gorilla head.
Gorilla.
So.
And it looks like his feet are a face.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have it like that.
All right, Drake, kick off number 4 for us. Who is your number 4 multi-changer?
I've seen a lot of one-barrel guns, two-barreled, like a lot of two-barrels.
Looks like Drake's at a loss for words.
But I've like never seen a 3 barrels on a gun before.
So this Astro Train has a lot of weapons.
Wait, yes, more than
And yeah, you can put them all together and they go on the little cart.
Drake's scared.
So all those weapons combined. And that's how he's got such a big gun.
I am absolutely speechless on his gun. The gun makes it my number 4. It brings it up like 2 ranks to a number 4, bro.
And the original Astro Train, he had a really long gun too. So.
His gun is like as big as him.
Yeah. So my number 4 is Blitzwing. And I believe this is a Legacy Blitzwing. And he looks good. I like him. I like him in the tank mode. I like him in the jet mode for the most part. There's a little kibble on there. But the detail on this looks great. The posability is great. It's kind of weird. The only thing I knock him down for is he does come with these accessories. So I knock him down for coming with more stuff, which is kind of goofy. But, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I really didn't like these. I thought they were dumb.
Yeah, they don't really serve a purpose, and I don't even know what they were ever in.
Yeah, I mean, they turn into like extra hands. But the only thing that I like them even remotely is if you kind of put them in as like extra little like rocket launchers or something like that.
It
But-
kind of just looks like a suitcase.
But regardless, G1 Blitzwing was really cool. I still have mine. He is in those cases that everything just is starting to tumble when you dig in. He's really, really hard to get to. But I do think that the Legacy, I do like it better than the G1. And again, I like the G1 a lot, but I think this one just does so much more with the posability and the character and all. So, okay, Ryan, who's your number 4?
It's also Blitzwing. So, Blitzwing is back for his final time, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, he's pretty posable. He's pretty cool.
Everybody
And-
picked Blitzwing.
Yeah, and didn't I say this would be a good one for the 86 and G1?
And he had a big part in Five Faces of Darkness, too.
Yeah, and so did Astro Train, but not a huge part.
Blitzwing
Really-
is everywhere.
Really in the beginning.
Yeah.
But yeah, Blitzwing is pretty cool. And like he's just cool. And then he has his past self Overcharge, which we did a review on, and I picked him because, you know, I think he'd be a good 86, and also he's just pretty neat.
Mm-hmm. All right, good call. Kicking off our number 3 picks is Drake. And Drake, who do you got?
8-Face again.
Mm-hmm.
And we're also kicking off 8-Face.
No, we've all done 8-Face, I think. He's been on all of those so far.
That's kicking off 8-Face because this is his last appearance in the video.
Okay. So, why do you like 8-Face, Drake?
I like the shield. The shield is different from a lot of Transformers. I like different. I don't like the same. There's like a little like thing here. Like I don't know what it is. It just looks like you could have a Transformer here like shooting that, and it kind of looks like a part just got blown up, and those are the circuits like going out. That's just a thing I think I could do. It's just like the Triptychon video, how I figured out something that's not really intended because I put the guns in like the holes. Like it's like that.
Okay.
And this guy has a 1-barrel gun with like barely any of them have like a sight. Like what is this called? Is it called
Like a
sight?
scope? Yeah. Yeah, sight or a scope.
Right, and I like how he has two faces. Hello.
Also, I realized why you were confused when I said kicking off.
Oh,
All right, my number 3 is Triptychon, and this is from the Titans Return line, I think. Was this Titans Return or?
Well, it
Yeah, it was
doesn't really
Titans
matter.
Return.
It's just a good Triptychon.
Yeah, this is just such an awesome Triptychon. And we reviewed him before. He's popped up on a lot of our top lists. And every time we get him out, he's just so cool to look at. He's got all the detail. Yes, Drake.
He was in our top 6 Titans video, and he's also our number 1.
Mm-hmm. And he was your birthday pick, too, to do for your birthday review.
Yes,
Yeah.
so this is the 3rd video you've been in.
Yeah, we like our Triptychon.
Yeah.
And we know Triptychon's got its fans out there. Big shout out to Godar Walker. He had the coolest Transformer display in the world back years ago. And if you can ever find it on the old archive pictures on the internet, it was just insane. And and he went from having all the G1 and the most incredible display there. Now he is like the world's foremost Triptychon collector. And he's got the most beautiful Triptychon displays. So, but Triptychon's always making our list. We love Triptychon.
Yeah, Triptychon has appeared in most of our videos. So, this is my number 3, and it is RID Megatron. So, this one has the most modes, going at 10, I believe. And, like, he has so many modes, like, he's basically good in, like, any situation.
Mm-hmm.
I just noticed that gold, and I went,
Did you get him on your list?
yes, he's my number 2.
Nice. So, yeah, now on to what I'm talking about. So, yeah, he just looks amazing. And, like, I'm surprised they got that many, like, modes into one toy. Like, that's the most impressive thing ever.
And they're all really, most of them are really cool modes. He makes a gargoyle, he makes a dragon, a 2-headed dragon. He makes a hand, and when you squeeze it, the hand goes like that.
So, like,
A car.
they basically
yeah.
couldn't figure out what to make him, so, like, they just chose the most random things. Like, they have, like, it looks like a Loch Ness monster, and doesn't he turn into, like, a bat or something?
Yeah, like a bat gargoyle thing. Yeah, he's got a lot of cool modes.
Yeah, he's like the most crazy thing, and it looks like he turns into a 2-headed monster here with the feet.
I'm surprised they fit like so many modes in such a tiny little guy.
Okay, Drake, who's your number 2?
It is also him.
Mm-hmm.
The Megatron,
Yep.
and he has so many shiny parts. Like, it looks like diamond, like chest, and like a crystal for his heart. I guess that's just Energon.
Yeah, isn't this guy crazy?
And like sparkly things. Like this guy has so many cool things.
Mm-hmm.
The gold. That just
Yeah.
silver. Sparkle! Yeah!
You know, I'm surprised no one picked him as number 1.
My number 2 is also Megatron, and it was really hard for me to pick between number 2 and number 1.
So,
Now,
yeah, it's funny that we all got Megatron over in a row.
yeah.
3
So,
Megatrons in a row.
and this one here, this line got me back into Transformers. I was at the age where, I was in high school when Beast Wars came out, so I just wasn't really collecting. And then I think I was right around 21-ish, 22. And this came out, the Optimus and Megatron were great, or the Optimus and Ultra Magnus were great. But this Megatron is just so sharp. And his modes are cool looking. They're not junky, and he's got good heavy weight to him. The engineering, I mean, the engineering is not the most complicated in the world, but they do a lot with what they've got. From the feet and the wheels and the wings. It's just everything they did it right, and it's super cool. And this guy's always going to be probably my. I don't know. I love G1 Megatron. Beast Force Dragon Megatron is right there. I think I like this one more than Beast Force Dragon Megatron.
Also, can I add one thing to what I was doing? Also, I'm really surprised he barely has any kibble. This is basically it. I'm surprised they fit all of that into a basically kibble-less figure.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I said. They fit so many modes in just...
This one, I think, would be a really good one for us to do a review on.
Yeah, we should do a whole video dedicated to him.
Yeah. So,
hey, we gave Triptychon his own video.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll have to put that on the bucket list to do an RID Megatron review.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan, who is your number 2?
My number 2 is Six Shot. I actually kind of regret not putting him in 3 because that Megatron was amazing, but I'm still on him. So I picked him because, he's just amazing. 6 modes, that's still a lot. And, he's just really cool. And I always thought he was probably the Japanese one.
He was in the U.S., but he's in the Japanese cartoon. He wasn't in the U.S. cartoon. No, wait. He had a really cool 6... Yeah, he was in the Rebirth episode. He was in it for a little bit. But it was basically just like a quick commercial.
See that?
Cool. But, he's still a really good one.
Yeah.
And doesn't he turn into a gun?
He turns into a gun, he turns into a wolf, a robot, a tank, a car, and a plane.
That's
those are the good modes, except the wolf is a bit weird.
No, the wolf's not bad.
No, but the wolf as a mode. That's an interesting mode.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other ones are really good modes.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for G1, so.
Yeah, a lot of people loved Six Shot. Still love Six Shot. And I thought the G1 is better than the newer Titans Return. The thing I didn't like about the Titans Return, he had little tiny guns. So, alright, so for number 1, Orion and Drake both picked the same one. And who did you guys pick?
Triptychon!
Hey, get off there, Megatron!
It looks like Megatron wants to ride Triptychon. So we can just put him right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Triptychon is the best. But you should go first since you've been going first the whole time. But don't get too much in because I need to get some in.
I like the wheels, I like wheels. They spin. I like just spinning them. Well, they're in robot mode. They feel fun to spin. Go down, down, down. Go do.
We've reviewed this guy a lot.
Yeah. So that's cool. The ginormous laser core. That's what I'm just reading what it says on the thing.
So now let me get some in. So,
yeah, your turn.
Actually, you can just talk and I'll play with it because I just love this.
Well, if you guys are going to be just playing with it, let's move on and we can wrap up the video.
Oh, and there's I like how the orange bit that's see-through, and there's a cave. You could feel a tiny little guy the one you're holding in that little space underneath the orange and that. Wait, is it stuck? Give it a shake. Yeah.
He must not have chewed enough.
Oh!
There's another one in there.
Oh!
Okay. Alright, so Ryan and Drake's number 1 is Triptychon.
Yeah.
And it should be everyone's.
Okay. So my number 1 is this character, not this figure. So my number 1 is the G1 Astro Train. And yes, this Astro Train looks a lot better than the G1, but that G1 it's always been one of my favorites growing up. The train is so awesome looking on it.
Yeah, I also love G1. That also could have been my number 1.
G1!
Yeah, and we did look at getting him, but it would have been a total disaster. Just the way that we have our G1 shelves, they load in from the back, and we have so much stuff behind it and where a lot of them are.
And so much stuff is Unicron.
Yeah, we have 2 Unicrons stacked behind. So, and then there's a bunch of stuff on top of those boxes that are all displayed, and there's a desk. So there's like all this stuff behind there, and there's like no way to get to them.
And unfortunately, we can't get my G1.
Yeah, but yeah, so G1 Astro Train, again, a lot of it's personal, and he was so cool back in the day. All 3 of his modes were great, and yeah, just super pretty, super fun. Now we're sitting there, and we tried really hard. We like to get a variety. So for honorable mentions, 6-Shot was really close to being on my list too, but I didn't want to have all of us have the exact same list.
Yeah,
but
it's kind of unavoidable.
Yeah. Now, the one that almost made my list would have been the Thrilling 30 Sandstorm. I like that one a lot. I thought it was really cool. Also, the latest Titan Tidal Wave. That one's really cool. But I didn't know if he should be a triple changer because he makes like the Fleet of Darkness and then he makes the big aircraft carrier. And so I didn't know if that was really cheating or not. Yeah, other 6 changers. Broadside has never really had a great toy. I did like his G1 has grown. His G1 has grown on me. The aircraft carrier mode looks great. The plane, if it's got the little missiles on it, it's not too bad.
The plane is fine. It's not the worst, but
yeah,
it definitely could be better.
The Titan's Return broadside the plane was really bad on that one.
I think for G1 the robot mode is the worst of the 3.
And then there's also Quick Switch, but you have 6-Shot and Quick Switch just doesn't come anywhere close. There's Great Knight. I don't have him. So that one is basically a 6-Shot repaint. And I don't know.
There's a 6-Shot repaint?
Yeah, well, he's a different character that was from the Japanese lines.
Yeah, but it's a repaint.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's a handful of them out there. I think that the multi-changers are hard to do and hard to do them well. And then you also get in that gray area. Oh my gosh, you know who we forgot to put?
Who?
Double Dealer.
Oh, we should have put Double Dealer.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's a big honorable mention.
Yeah, G1 Double Dealer would be my number 1. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot.
You know, I've never really, seen anything about G1 Double Dealer. Like, I haven't seen, the toy, or at least I haven't noticed it.
Yeah, okay, G1 Double Dealer is my number 1. I can't believe we forgot him, so...
If I knew about him, then if I had more knowledge about him, I would have picked him if I also remembered.
So what's cool with G1 Double Dealer, he's a Power Master, and he's a mercenary. So he's got 2 little Power Masters. One is Knock, and he turns them into... So his alt mode is like a big nuclear missile launcher, okay? And then if you put in the Autobot Power Master, he turns into an Autobot robot. And if you put in Scar, who's like a little bat Decepticon Power Master,
Whoa.
he turns into a vulture. And they'll only unlock the Autobot one will only unlock the Autobot mode. So if you put the Autobot Power Master in, you can't turn into the Decepticon mode. It's really cool.
So that's the cool thing about the Power Masters?
Only with that one. He's the only... The other Power Masters you would need him to transform them, but in that one it would make it only Autobot or only Decepticon. It was
That
really
sounds so...
Wait, what if you didn't have any Power Masters?
You have to kind of cheat and push paper clips to activate the...
No, but if you didn't do anything, you're just going to transform them?
You can't because they're locked.
Wait, but what about the tank? Is that also Autobot?
The tank is the mercenary, so it could go either side. That's his alt mode for both.
Oh.
So if you don't put any, you can go to the tank?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the tank is basically the default.
Yes, Drake.
I gotta do one last thing for my number 1. We did this in our top 6 Titans. The handshake of approval.
All right. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Troutman Family Presents. I'm Joe.
I'm Orion.
I'm Drake.
And yeah, thank you guys. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.